How to increase a man's interest in you when he is separated. Hello and welcome. This is dating and relationship coach Sami Wunder, and we're going to be talking about how to increase your date's interest in you when he's not yet divorced, just separated. So this question actually comes from one of our community readers, Millie, and I'm going to read the question for you so that you get more familiar with her situation. Millie says, "Hi Sami, I'm talking to this man online and we've hit it off like we've known each other for years. He is in Florida and I'm currently in Chicago. However, he has been talking about moving states to get together. He's been separated from his wife for 3 years and he told me that he's very sure that he does not want to get back with her. We've been texting and FaceTiming for over 8 weeks now. At this point, I am getting a little frustrated because I'd like more. I would like to see him in person and date him. Do you have any tips for me on how I could inspire more interest for him to come all the way to see me? I am so grateful for your time and glad that I have found you. Thank you, Millie." She's a cardiologist writing from the United States. Okay, Millie, so my answer. Well, it's not going to make you happy, to be very honest, but that's my job as a love coach. Now, you are very clearly wasting your precious diva time with a man who is emotionally not available. Now, here's the thing. The relationship that you find yourself in right now is in the Wunder world, in my world, not real by any means. Because in my world, a relationship becomes real when it has two factors going on for itself. One, that both parties are fully single and fully available for a commitment. And number two, both parties have met face to face in person and are continuing to do that regularly. Now, as you can see in your case, both of these factors are absent. Now, of course, I am going to break down both of these factors for you really quickly so that you can understand why my tough love advice has been doled out in your case, which is actually not to waste any more of your time with this man. So the first one, he's separated, not divorced. This means he is not emotionally available, my darling. He's not available for a real relationship. Now, here's the thing. He's been separated from his wife for 3 years and not yet divorced. This means that we have no clue how long it might take him to finally sign the divorce papers and get that divorce. Now, with many of my clients who come to me while they're involved with emotionally unavailable men, I can tell you that sometimes, believe it or not, these men actually go back to their wives. In other words, both you and I cannot predict, no matter what this man says, we cannot predict whether he is actually going to get a divorce or not and how long that might take. Now, it can take forever for him, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but do you really want to stay in that sticky situation of unpredictability and not knowing where this is going for yourself? I very much hope not. And remember, no matter what he says, in the Wunder world, we're all about looking at a man's actions. So even if he says he doesn't plan to go back to his wife, he's not pulled the trigger yet. He's not signed the divorce papers. And from what you mentioned, there is no date for divorce as well. So I would be really, really careful and really wary because honestly, there are so many good men out there who are fully single. Why would you, I imagine you're in the demographic age of most of my clients, which is, somewhere between 30 to 50. And why would you waste your precious diva time waiting on a man to get a divorce when there are so many amazing single men who could give you the full bang-on commitment that you want? Because this, my darling, this man cannot give you that. And he is not emotionally available for a full commitment, whether you like to hear it or not. Now, point number 2, we said you have not even met him face to face. Now, this is another big thing in the Wunder world. I call it being in a virtual relationship, which is where you are meeting men on Skype, talking to men on FaceTime, Instagram, Facebook, but you haven't really met them in person. And what this does is it gives you the illusion of a relationship. So all these platforms, I use them to communicate with my husband. My clients use them to communicate with their boyfriends and their fiancés. But these mediums are there to support a real relationship, which is already happening in person, i.e. face-to-face, regularly seeing each other every week or maximum every second week in case of long distance relationships, right? But in this case, it's been what, 2 months? Yeah, let me check. Yes, it's been 2 months and he has not even seen you. You've not even seen him, which means this is not a real relationship by any means. So my love, lovely, lovely Millie, you are my darling, doing what I call projection right now, which is discussed in great detail in my most advanced inner work program for single women like yourself who want to crack the code to amazing love and bring in that wonderful man in their lives. And they want to do it fast, not over a decade. Okay, so I talk about projection, and projection is all about falling in love with a man's potential versus what he's really giving you right now. And that's what's happening here. You are falling in love with the connection that you feel with this man on the online forums, but you haven't even met him, and he is most definitely not available for a real relationship. So what this is about projection, and this is about potential possibly in the future. And I wouldn't want you to waste any more time on this person, because I know that the pain of such relationships breaking is real, even though the relationships themselves are not. So let's get you back on that diva horse, dust off the dust of this emotionally unavailable man, and go date and attract men who are a match to your caliber and who are fully single and who are capable of building a real relationship with you in the now. Locally, be present in your life and be present to make you smile. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this advice is helpful for every woman who is dating any kind of separated man or any kind of married man, because these men are not emotionally available. I send you divas so much love. Check out our Leap into Love program. We've left the link below in the description. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.